Good morning, everyone. I welcome you to this broadcast. I have a topic, and the topic is the God of this earth. The God of this earth. My text is taken from the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 4. I'm reading verse 4. In whom the God of this world have blinded the eyes of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Christ, who is the image of God, should shine on them, on them. In whom the God of this world have blinded the eyes of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Christ, who is the image of God, should shine unto them. The God of this earth. Who is the God of this earth? Who is the God of this earth? The God of this earth is Satan. Is Satan. Who is the God of the world? Is Satan. Jesus called him the prince of this world. Jesus called him the prince of this world. In John chapter 14, verse 30, he is called the prince of the power of the air. He is called the prince of the power of the air. Ephesians chapter 2, verse 2. He controls the affairs of the earth. He controls the affairs of the earth. He controls the spiritual sphere of the air, land, and sea. He has principalities controlling these areas. He has principalities controlling these areas. The air is being controlled. The air is being controlled by a principality called the Queen of Heaven. Called the Queen of Heaven. God poured his anger on the children of Israel when they worshiped this demon, the Queen of Heaven. Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 16 to 20. The sea is being controlled by a principality. The sea is being controlled by a principality called the Queen of the Coast. Called the Queen of the Coast. While the earth is controlled by human and spiritual personalities, principalities. The earth is being controlled by human and spiritual principalities. In these last days, Satan, Lucifer, will come as a god in the human form to be seen physically in the person of the Antichrist. In the person of the Antichrist. As Jesus came to the world as God, Lucifer will also come to the earth physically in the person of the Antichrist. In the person of the Antichrist. As Jesus came to earth as God, Lucifer will come as a person in the form of the Antichrist. He will claim the whole world as his own. He will claim the whole world as his own and properties. All human on earth will be forced to worship him. All human on earth will be forced to worship him. He forces all humans to become his property, his slave, by forcing them to receive a mark. A mark. All human on earth will receive a mark. A mark. The mark is 666. If you receive not the mark, you cannot buy, you cannot sell. If you receive the mark, you then belongs to him. You then belong to him. If you don't receive the mark, as I've said, you will not buy, you will not sell. You will not receive any physical services. All properties on earth will belong to him. All property on earth will belong to him, the government. If you don't receive the mark, all properties will be seized by the government. You don't receive the mark, you'll be persecuted and killed. You will have money in the bank, You will not have access to it if you don't have the mark of the beast.